So for the past couple of months, I've been working on a secret project behind the scenes, and now I am finally ready to share this project with you. If you want to see the details and hear the details, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. So as I mentioned in the intro, I have been working on a secret project in the background, and it is related to Spider-Man because everyone knows that Spider-Man is my favorite. And so one of the ways that I'm always trying to keep the hobby fun is I'll give myself these little projects to work on. And so the project that I have been working on in this case is to collect the first appearances of Spider-Man's various costumes that he has worn over the years. And everyone knows the classic black suit and his red and blue suit. But there are so many other Spider-Man costumes that he has worn over the years, sometimes for an issue or two, sometimes just sporadically he will do something crazy. And so in this video, I actually want to show you the stack of books that I have here that encapsulate at least most of the costumes that Peter has worn over the years. And there's still some that I'm kind of missing, but I couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to do this video, so we are going to do this video, all right? So the very first one, I'm actually going to do mostly raw books, and then I have a couple of slabs that I'll show you, but it'll mostly be raw books just because most of my books for these costumes happen to be raw, so that's what we're going to do. The very first one is Amazing Spider-Man 263, and this book was super hot last year because I think it was the first appearance of Baby Normie, and I don't think that people also realize that this issue was the first time that Peter actually wore the black costume. Now, I'm not talking about the alien. I'm talking about an actual black costume that was made out of cloth. And so Amazing Spider-Man 263, first appearance of the black suit. And I think I have, 4 copies of this book or something like that. One of them happens to be a newsstand, but there you go. Really cool book. Also happens to be the first appearance of Baby Normie, who went on to be a Red Goblin, and I think is currently in Donny Cates's run on Venom and also Absolute Carnage. This next one, and these are going to just be in a random order because it's just fun to do it that way. So this next one is Amazing Spider-Man 365. This one is a newsstand. It is a gorgeous hologram cover. And this one is important because it is actually a preview of the Spider-Man 2099 costume. And I actually have multiple copies of this one. But because, you can't have too much foil, right? You can't have too much shiny foil / hologram. So there you go. Amazing Spider-Man 365. This next one is a cover that, it's always been a strange cover to me. And I see it a lot. I tend to pick it up when I see it. And it's always just been one of those covers that I don't know if I like it or dislike it. It's just one of those ones that just kind of sticks out in my mind. This is Amazing Spider-Man 258. And this one is the first appearance of Bombastic Bag Man. Bombastic Bag Man. And this is when I think the Fantastic Four told Peter that he was wearing an alien, and they were able to get the alien costume off of him, but he didn't want them to know his secret identity, so he basically put a bag on his head. Hence, Bag Man. There you go. Amazing Spider-Man 258. This next one, to me, is a gorgeous cover. And I have a couple of copies of this. One raw, one graded. No, 2 raw, 1 graded. It is a gorgeous cover to me for lots of different reasons. This is Amazing Spider-Man 650. This is actually the first stealth suit. And this is a cover, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this one's cool. This is a really, really cool cover. Absolutely love this one. This is part of the Big Time story arc. So cool book right there. This next one is a large, well, it's a little thick, but then there's also like 12 backing boards in here. I don't even remember where I picked this book up from. I think it's actually a bag within a bag. This is Amazing Spider-Man 700. This is the first appearance of the Superior Spider-Man costume. And I absolutely love this cover. It is basically Spider-Man's costume here. But instead of it just being, regular, paint or whatever, it is actually an amalgamation of various little Peter Parkers, Venoms, and then the cast of characters that surround Peter. And hopefully you guys will be able to see that on camera. It is a really, really cool cover. If you've never seen this one in person, it's a slick cover. It really is. It is very, very artistic. Absolutely dig this cover. And there's actually a Carnage in there. I never noticed the Carnage before. But there's like, a lot of different Spider-Mans in there. And then there is one little Carnage down here in the very bottom. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there he is right there. And then the black, like I said, is Venom. So cool cover right there. This next one is actually not the first appearance of the suit. I actually don't have that book. It is literally in the mail to me right now. That book is actually FF1, which is the first appearance of a Spidey wearing the Future Foundation uniform. And this is a cool uniform. But because I don't have that book, I decided to bring out Amazing Spider-Man 658 so you can actually see what that one looks like. But that's a cool costume, black and white. This is when I think the Fantastic Four, they did some kind of adventure and they became the Future Foundation and they all donned these really cool black and white uniforms. So I dig this one. And hopefully that FF1 will arrive very, very soon. This next one is it's the Ricochet suit. And this is the first appearance of it. The Ricochet suit. This is Amazing Spider-Man 434. And at the end of this video, what I'm probably going to do is actually show you images of all of these various suits. So definitely stay tuned for that. But this one is the first appearance of the Ricochet suit. And then here is Peter Parker Spider-Man. This is Peter Parker Spider-Man number 91. And this is the first appearance of the Dusk suit. And I don't know the full story behind this, but somehow or another, Peter basically created 4 new identities for himself in order to, I think, get himself out of some trouble. I need to read the stories to really understand it, but what I was able to glean is that there were 4 different personas that he created: Ricochet, Dusk, this next one, I think, and then there's one that I don't have, so we're not going to talk about that because I don't have it. This is the Electro-Proof suit, and I think this was part of that story, but I could be wrong. You guys will probably correct me. This is Amazing Spider-Man 425. This is the Electro-Proof suit, and again, I'll try to show the various suits at the very end because I don't think you're able to see what the suits are from the covers in all cases. So cool book, cool uniform. You'll see it in a couple of minutes. This next one, this comic has actually been in my collection for a long time. I actually picked this one off the rack back in the day. This is Amazing Spider-Man 329. This is the first Captain Universe suit. And you have the Tri-Sentinel right there trying to step on Spidey. And this is a really, really cool Eric Larson cover from back in the day. Mark Bagley and Eric Larson are just huge for me back in the 90s. This next one is a cool uniform. Kind of like that Amazing Spider-Man 650 that I showed you a few moments ago that I absolutely love. This is 529 Amazing Spider-Man. This is the first Iron Spider. Absolutely love this one. I have a raw copy and also a graded copy that I'll show you in a minute. I dig this one for certain. Next up, this is Web of Spider-Man. I actually only have one copy of this, and this one is rough. I think somebody actually gave me this one, but I would like to pick up another copy of this one at some point. Web of Spider-Man number 100, and this is the very first Spider Armor MK1. Really cool hologram cover right there. I don't know of many green foil covers, but this is one that definitely sticks out in my mind. And again, hopefully I can actually get a higher grade copy of this one. But this is a really cool book right here. And while we're on that theme of MK, so this is the MK2 suit right here. Really cool one right there. They actually flipped through this one earlier, and the photos of the suit aren't that great within the comic. Literally, this is probably the best photo. There's one other with lots of bullets bouncing off of him, but not a whole lot in the way of great artwork showing off this suit, at least in this particular issue. Next up, this is Amazing Spider-Man 682, and this is the MK3 suit. Notice a theme there. This is the 3 right here. Cool one. And like I said, I'll try to show you the images at the very end. And then the very last Raw book that I'll show you is the MK4. Had to be, right? The MK4 suit. This is actually a fried pie variant of Amazing Spider-Man #1. I actually picked this one up at a Books-A-Million or something like that in Missouri. And it was a bagged issue that I picked up there. And this one, again, is the first appearance of the MK4 suit. So there you go. That is a healthy stack of really cool Spider-Man costumes that he has worn over the years. And as promised, here's a couple of slabs that I have. This is Amazing Spider-Man 529. This is the first appearance of the Iron Spider suit. So you just saw that one a few moments ago. Really cool book right there. Here is the Stealth suit. This is the 650. Really cool book. This one actually came back at a 9.6. And then the very last one that I'll show you is Amazing Spider-Man 252. And this is actually the first appearance of his costume that we then learned was an alien. So there you go. Amazing Spider-Man 252. Really, really cool book. Newsstand. I'm hoping to upgrade this one to a 9.8 at some point. That is my goal. So there you go. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, stay tuned because I'm actually going to show you in a couple of seconds the various suits. I went through the books. I grabbed some screens and I'm actually going to show you a lot of what these costumes actually look like. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment behind. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do that. That way you can stay abreast of all the content that I release from the channel on a weekly basis. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at Regie Collects on Instagram or Regie at RegieCollects.com. Take care.